When Dan Wamsley moved to Kingston, he quickly found out that there was nowhere to play improv, so he created that space. Improv Kingston was born. Dan has been doing improv over 20 years and teaching for over 14.
I've always been a theater guy and always enjoyed being in plays and just the story of theater, and ended up taking some classes with Second City and then theater sports and the Bad Dog Theater in Toronto. And that's how things got rolling. And it really intrigued me, this idea that you can create a story right from thin air. So it was I was hooked right away.
Any profession that requires quick thinking, effective communication, and the ability to adapt to unexpected situations can benefit from taking improv classes. The skills learned in improv can be applied across various professional contexts to enhance performance, creativity, and collaboration.
It's very rare that anybody wants to be a better improviser. It's that they are looking for an outlet. They want to do something fun every week. It's for their mental health. They want to build their confidence. A professor wants to be less boring when they're giving their lecture. That's a big one as well. So there's all kinds of different reasons. But I'd say, confidence building and having that weekly outlet and dose of fun is probably the biggest reason. The number one rule I always tell students is your job is to make the other people on stage with you look good. So forget about yourself and make your teammates look brilliant. So it really tends to foster a lot of empathy in people. It really helps to build that muscle, and that teamwork, orientation really tends to thrive when you do a lot of improv.
As well as supporting scene partners, one of the fundamental principles of improv is the yes and rule. This means accepting whatever is offered by your scene partner, yes, and then building upon it. Other techniques that are valuable include active listening, embracing mistakes, creating characters, and building scenes.
Probably the biggest challenge is thinking. Thinking ruins improv just like it ruins your life. I mean, that is one thing that improv has in common with a lot of pursuits, is that thinking is not good for it. So that's the biggest trick, is to turn off that rational mind that's trying to solve problems, that's always trying to get in there. That's probably the biggest challenge. And the other one would be trying to be funny, because if you're trying to be funny, you're probably not going to be funny, and it's going to be a little cringy. So don't try to be funny. That's the other big challenge, I think, for students.
Overall, improv offers a wide range of benefits that can positively impact your daily life. From improved communication and problem-solving skills to increased confidence and resilience in the face of challenges.
I look at it as a way to sort of reset myself over the course of a week, because you get up and it's kind of like an exercise program where you got nothing else to think about except what you're doing when you're on stage and listening to the person. So it really shuts the rest of the noise out from your work week. Yeah, and it's a great way to really just recenter. And then you're here really just for fun and to have a good time and enjoy each other's company. It sort of makes you sharp. When you have that witty comeback that you want to say with some friends, and sometimes it doesn't quite come, but now it comes all the time, and in fact too often sometimes. So yeah, no, it's great. A lot of positive things have come out of it for me, for sure. By the nature of what I do for a living, I have to be sort of social. I mean, I sell things and to people to do it outside of a business context is completely different, right? And so getting out there, yeah, I've noticed lots of positive things. Like, sometimes I'll just jump into a conversation with people, just because I can. And for me, and again, everyone's got their own story, but for me, my natural personality setting is to be introverted, and so I have learned to be extroverted for my work, and now I'm learning to become even more extroverted by doing improv and exercising those skills, for sure, yeah.
Engaging in improv can evoke a sense of childlike wonder, playfulness, and spontaneity, reminding participants of the joy and freedom of uninhibited creativity that is often associated with childhood.
It's like a playground, and I think as adults we don't really play that much, and we get in our lanes and we stay in our lanes and we develop our habits and routines. And it's somewhere where you can come and take risks, and it's safe, right? So you get that chance to, be a kid again and experience a little bit of. Do you like to make me a wonder and what's going to happen, knowing that you're in a safe place.
In a post-COVID world where effective communication and empathy are crucial for rebuilding relationships and communities, improv is proving invaluable.
During the pandemic, people were at their computer screens, and being on Zoom is not the same as being in person. There's a lot of communication that's not happening if you're sitting there on a web camera. And also just being alone in your house. I mean, it creates a certain bubble that has an effect on people. So yes, absolutely, people were socially isolated, and a lot of people have to learn how to be around other people again. And there's no more powerful elixir than doing improv. I mean, this will beat that problem absolutely.
For WPBS Weekly, I'm Gail Paquette.